Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. As you can see, we are starting on an empty lot today, and what we are building, well, wow, I'm getting right into it, is I would say fairly modern house. So it's going to be a 4 bedroom. I think it was 3 bathroom when I made it. And let's actually, I love the design of this house because it's it's sort of mid-century modern, which is probably my favorite style of house. And I had this image in my head, and well, I followed it, and I think it went all right. I'm sort of just making my general layout right now as to where everything is going and adjusting my walls as to where everything needs to be. And here's the point where I think I shrink down the garage. Yes. It was just a little too big, and it wasn't really a necessary garage size, so I just made it smaller. Now this roof was kind of annoying to make actually, but it wasn't. And as you can see, I start redoing it because I have another thought, I guess, which you'll see coming up. And there it goes. And looking back, I could have just copied my other roof and moved it over. You know, for future, right? So, it is what it is. And the roofs I find on this style of house are probably the hardest part, because the roofs are just always so fancy, or not even that they're fancy, it's just that they are really different to make. As you can see, I'm just zooming right in to make sure they're exactly where I want them. And I think I'm satisfied with that at this point. Yep, I am. And this house really didn't take too long to build. Well, partially didn't take too long because, well, I have built something kind of like it, but not. It's a similar layout, but not the same. And of course, start messing around with roofs and everything goes all wonky, and then right here I was holding Alt, but it apparently did not want to register that I was holding Alt. And I guess I had to try that one like many times. I did build this house last week, so it had been a bit of time since I built it. And then, yeah, this one I had a color scheme in my head already. And I was just really following the color scheme I had in my head. And as you can see, it's turning out rather modern. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I put in a basement, I think. Lots of windows though. That was something I put in this house, is lots of windows. and some more alt placing for a what's supposed to look like a garage door, and I I think it did look like a garage door. But obviously a garage door wouldn't be raised up like that normally, but it's okay. And this center wall over there that's cutting the room in half is actually for a fireplace, because I'm running a center fireplace through the room, and I really wish it was like in The Sims 2 where you could actually make a two-sided fireplace, but in this one, unfortunately, you can't make a two-sided fireplace. Hopefully they fix that for Sims 5, because double-sided fireplaces are kind of neat. And then making the basement now. Trying to place the stairs without eliminating the walls first. Doesn't work too well. Always remember, take out the walls before you try to place staircase under staircase. And I guess I just went with base game. Base game mega railings. And here's me stumbling to figure out the layout I'm doing in the back. Well, come on, Mike. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay then. Well, guys, apparently I was asleep at the wheel here, and there I go. I'm awake again. Um, oh yeah, that's what I was figuring out. Because the fireplace is there, so I had to sort of figure out where I was gonna do the rest of where I was gonna terminate that room. And I picked that spot, I guess. So, as you can see, I have turned that into a 4-bedroom house. I mean, the 4th bedroom is rather small. And that is about to change, actually. I even them up a bit so that other two are the same size. And for some reason, I always have difficulty with making it so that I can have a second floor opening. Maybe if one of you has a tip for me on that one, I'm always having issues with it. And here's where I realized my raising it up on a foundation has now became permanent. So I guess I work with the grade being messed up now. Oh well. It still came out pretty good. And then, of course, since there's a fireplace, I know the chimneys aren't necessary in The Sims 4, but I have to put them in because it just bothers me if they're not there. So, yeah, it just bothers me. And then there's your telltale sign that I'm putting in a second fireplace. So yeah. And once again it fought me and chose to not do what I wanted it to. But we'll figure it out eventually. I think I gave up on that for now and went on to the exterior because it was just annoying me. So I just figured I'd revisit it at another point. Am I revisiting it now? What did I get to now? Oh yeah, I am revisiting it now. See, I don't know how I did it, but I was trying to close it in again and it just didn't want to close in. There we go. Now I got it to close in now, but I don't know what its deal is with that. It's just, it was being silly. And then there it worked perfect. It just, I don't know. Maybe I have to have solid walls all the way up and then turn those solid walls into railings from now on. Anyways, guys, so it is May 8th here, and I'm in Ontario, Canada, and it decided to snow today. Yes, it snowed almost in the middle of May. Kind of funny that it decided to snow in the middle of May because it's the middle of May. Who would have thought it would snow at this time? But it did. What am I doing now? Oh, yeah, I changed that. I wasn't overly happy with that in the end, and I ended up changing it. I put a lot of windows in this house though, like I think the windows came out beautifully. Like a lot of windows. I like a lot of windows though, so I think it came out good. What am I doing now? Oh, flooring. Yeah, I have a tendency to pick the same floor throughout the whole house because it just gives it a nice cohesive look, and for me that is a very important thing to have because just, well, I don't know. It just is. So that's the reason I do it. It's just important to me in my head, so that's why it happens. Now, looking back now, I think I could have made... Oh, no. No, I see how I did this layout now. It's, not the same as I thought I did it. My mouse is really fighting me here. It kept jumping around the screen for some reason. And I don't understand why, but it was fighting me. And just being a pain in general. Now I think I go back. Yes, I do. I go back downstairs and I put the bigger fireplace in the basement. And, yeah. Now I'm looking for a door to use on the interior. There we go. That one there. There's only one color I like that door in, and it's that really dark color. The rest of them just, they don't, I don't know, they just don't look good to me. But as you can see, once again, keeping it very cohesive, using the same things throughout the house, everywhere, and it makes it look a lot better to me when it is cohesive. And yeah, it took a long time to get lighting in this house. I should have put it in way sooner. And what are you up to now, Mike? Oh, you're putting in a porch. Alright. Oh, you're putting another porch in. And this porch doesn't stay like this. You'll see what I do. I didn't like it in the end, and I did end up changing it, but I think we're getting on to exterior finish now. I think. And exterior finish, I really do like doing it. My favorite parts is doing the layout and building it. This building is a strong interest of mine. So a lot of what I do on The Sims, actually, even on when I had Sims 2, was building. So it was it's always been a strong interest of mine, and well, The Sims really is a good way to be able to do building stuff for a very cheap cost, because I don't have to spend thousands of dollars on on actual buildings. Just enjoy myself playing this game. And apparently in this point I was having more trouble with the erase tool than I was the painted on tool. Yeah, as I was saying though, almost middle of May here in Ontario, and it was snowing again. Definitely not overly impressed with this weather, because I don't like snow. I know. I live in Canada. I should expect the snow, but. And believe me, I do expect it, but just not in the middle of May. Middle of May is supposed to be when there is no snow left. So, that's all. It's just not supposed to be here now. skinnied out the deck a bit. And I mean, I really like this layout. It gives 2 living spaces. It has 3 fireplaces. Actually, has 3 living spaces if you count the basement. But 3 fireplaces. The fireplaces really are feature pieces, and I like to see a lot of them in a house. Do I put the kitchen in now? Oh, I think I do, yeah. And what kitchen did I pick? Oh, apparently I'm having a hard time picking kitchens. Oh, don't tell me you picked... Good, you didn't pick the white Mike. Alright, that doesn't look bad then. And one thing I also really liked about this layout was the very large kitchen. The kitchen was absolutely massive in this house. Totally unnecessarily big, but it was great. I'd love to have this kitchen in my own house, but of course I don't. Though I do wish those upper cabinets, I love the base cabinets in them. They are nice and modern, but I do wish the uppers had solid doors as an option. Which they might have, but I didn't see the solid door option in the drop down menu for it. So, I don't know. There might be. And I remember the dishwasher in this one. I remember actually in The Sims 2, I think it was, if I remember correctly, if you put the dishwasher in one of the island cabinets, it stuck through the back of it. And I don't know why I did it, but it would stick through the back of the cabinet or something like that. Some kitchen appliance did. It might not have been the dishwasher, but I played many hours of The Sims 2, and that was one thing I remembered. There was something that did that. But if I could dig up the pictures, I would actually show them, but I don't actually. I think I have them somewhere, but I don't know what happened to them. They're just gone now, and I can't find them, which I'll be honest, it kind of bothers me, because I'd like to see what I did when I was younger and compare it to how I build now. Trying to find an area rug for this one was a pain, because the one I wanted to use wouldn't fit for some reason. For some reason it said I was placing it wrong, when clearly I was placing it inside the house. So see, it was doing that. It was just not letting me place it. Something was wrong with the floor there for it, I guess. So I guess I just ended up going with that one, and then just working with it because I couldn't make anything else work. I've been looking for a spot to use that corner couch too, but this house just wasn't it. And what did I pick for a coffee table? Yeah, that's the one I did. And timber logs as an end table. Anyway, I think this is about where I finish off for this video, and as you can see, the exterior is done, the kitchen's done, the living room in the back is done, but it's mostly just decorating from here on out, and we have one more video of doing decorating. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button as well as subscribe for more. Have a great day, everyone.